Hi, welcome to a channel for bow kicks for archery. So, trying out a few of the things here in the practice area. A bit windy today, a bit gusty, so bear with. I've got the bow out, the DaeHan, shot it a few times. Got one issue, and it's the string is really, really thick. So I've been trying to shoot with my regular heavy arrows, and they won't go in at all. So I can't use these arrows. I've tried my white arrows. These have got G-Nox, Eastern G-Nox, and they just don't feel safe. They click underneath the knock, but not and over, but not on the knock itself. Actually, yeah, good there, but it's a bit very, very tight, a bit uncertain. The other thing I've realised is that the knock is not quite in the right place for me. So if I do the finger test, it's about, I would like the knock to be here, but it's currently a bit too low. So it's bang on line with the stick and arrow through one of the Korean ones. So it's very, very horizontal, whereas I prefer to have my knock sort of kind of here. So I'm going to have to, sadly, I think I'm going to have to undo this knock and then just have a normal knock that I normally have. But so far the bow shoots well. Feels in the same kind of ballpark as the Cheonji. So, between 75, 80 pounds. I haven't got my scales with me today, but it feels good in that kind of region. And I've shot a few times with some of the arrows I've got, and I've also tried the Tong-Ah a couple of times. I need a lot more practice than that. It's a bit scary, a bit noisy, and you can't see where the arrows are flying. They just go bang, and then it's like, shit, where do they go? Excuse swearing. It is quite shocking. But the bow itself, seems really, really good. The grip's good, apart from the knocking point being a bit too low. So I did feel it on my thumb a little, but those are things I can sort out. So I've started off trying to the different rings. So this is the Angachi without the little chin cap thing to stop the string going under. So I've always been a bit nervous about rings without the thing, because it's sort of it feels like it's going to go on your skin, and I've had that before, and it feels really, really dangerous. So I'm going to take a shot with the Korean arrows and see how that feels. Target is the I'm going to shoot at the closer targets there with the rings, because that's quite softer, and I'm using the blunt, so I don't want to risk it much further than that. So let's take a shot with the basic Angachi and see how it feels. Actually, that wasn't too bad. I thought I was, because I had a metal ring that doesn't have a cap, and it goes on the string, and it pinches, and it really, really hurts. But this one actually holds the ring in that kind of area, away from the skin, and then on release, it just comes off. So actually, that's new to me. So right, let's try the other one. That's the Angachi. That's the old one. I've been shooting with that one, so I know how that feels. Let's try the new chin cup one. So that's the new one, Lignum Vitae. Quite looks more chunky than the other one. Feels nice and comfortable to shoot. Let's try another Korean arrow. Into the ring target. good, feels good, good fit. This is the one with the little design on the back there. Don't know if you can see it. Let's try the Sugachi. Oops. Oh, come on. Well, that's the old one. There's the new one. The clatter of wood in my pocket. Here we go. So this is the new one, Lignum Vitae. Let's try it out, see how that feels. Again, another Korean arrow. These are the only ones that fit this string at the moment, so I'm not sure what I'm going to have to do with these. I might have to start learning how to make my own strings. So the Sugachi, pull the strap so it's nice and tight so it doesn't escape. I have had Sugachis slip on release twice, and they tend to hit this kind of area here behind your thumb and your hand, and it's very, very painful, hits like a hammer. So always make sure you have a good fitting Sugachi that won't escape on release. So let's try again. Perfect, right next to the last arrow. So far, a bit of wear on the arrow pass, but so far so good. And the 3 rings behave quite well. So I'm just going to get one of the my old ring that I'm used to and comfortable with. There. So this ring from last year, and now I've got my Tong-Ah arrows here at the back, my Pyeonjeon, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's try using the Tong-Ah. So this is, I think I need to do more work on working out how this is supposed to work. There's quite a lot of steps. It seems easy at the beginning, but there's quite a lot of steps. So step 1, knock your arrow, and as you can see, it's an absolutely little tiny thing. And then we sort of hook the string through your fingers in a manner that gives you some control, and slide the Tong-Ah through, making sure the arrow is in place. So let's go, the arrow and the Tong-Ah. And then it's just like shooting a normal arrow, except that you've got this thing that you need to control. So pressure on the arrow holds the Tong-Ah in place. Let's take a shot at the cat at the end. Let's see how I do. And I didn't even see where that went. You can see there's a lot of noise coming out of this. So now I'm going to finish off and go and find that arrow. See you in a bit. Right, got it back. It actually hit the ground, so aiming with the Tong-Ah is still a bit of a mystery to me, and it's just so fast that I just don't even know. I can't even see it in flight. It's got a couple of scratches there, and as you saw, the release was quite loud, so I'm not entirely sure how these veins are actually, like I said, how these veins are actually working through with the Tong-Ah. But at the end here, it's like that noise that comes. So I might have to see this in slow motion. Might have to try it with feathers. But it's yeah, it's there's a lot to learn there in this with the Tong-Ah. So there's a bit of work to do. I think I need to see whether I can get those Korean knots in more of my arrows. Excuse me, this one fell out. And if not, whether I can get different strings that fit the bow. But so far the bow's feels good, shoots well, feels strong enough in the right ballpark. Like I said, I think it's probably in the 75 to 80 pounds. I need to measure that to confirm that at 32 inches. Yeah, and today's the weather's is a bit windy, so, and it might rain, so I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen. I had hoped to bring the Pyeonjeon and do a kind of side-by-side comparison, and also because I know I can shoot the Pyeonjeon with some of the arrows that I've got, whereas this one now I can't really shoot it with the arrows I've got until I do a bit more work on it. So it's kind of left me a bit stumped. Yeah, anyway, so thank you for watching. Got any questions, leave me a question in the comments, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.